njitekeria ngoro ngikuhunguria matura nigetha tumenye uria bururi wikaire. Tukwambiriria na kuria Nyandarua kuria thirikari ya kaunti ya Nyandarua nyitaniri na ikundi citari cia githirikari cia guthingatithia mirire miega riu ni matabanetie giikaro na andiki a mohoro na niguo kumathomithia iguru rigie mirire miega na niguo kumateithia kugacirithia ugima wao wa mwiri. Mihango eno etabanetio riri kaunti ya Nyandarua ikoretwo ikigumirwo ni namba nene ya andu aria magumirwo ni mirimu iria yumanaga na mirire miuru muno makiria kuri ciana nini. Tuthie mwekwe mwekwe Francis Wawira tumenyithie makiria.
Thegio ndirakwamukira wega emoko emokuma guku kaunti-ini ya Nyandarua kwa ihinda riri tukiri mwena wa Olkalau kuria kigomano kia andiki a mohoro kuma thiini wa kaunti ino kiragithie na mbere nigetha makorwo magithomithia maundu matiganite megie kuhimbiria na guthomithia muingi uhoro wigie mirire miega nigetha gutigirira ati aikari a guku Nyandarua thengio wa gukorwo guku ni gukorwo gukire na irio nyingi ni megukorwo makiguneka wega na mirire miega na ningi ugima wa mwiri ukorwo kiambambatira na njira iria kana na njira igwete gukorwo tukinyitana na aria maragitabania mihango eno nigetha hihi makorwo magithutariria niki gitumite mahuthire andiki a mohoro gutigirira ati ni makinyira aikari guku Nyandarua na hihi muoroto wao wa gukorwo magitabania mihango eno ni uriku. Anza kwa majina, hapa ni Kameme, alafu tueleze kwa nini mmeamua kuhusisha wanahabari na ni nini ambao mnawahusisha kufanya?
Asante sana kwa hii nafasi. Jina langu naitwa Boniface Musembi. Mimi ni manager ambaye nasimamia mambo ya mawasiliano kwa shirika linaitwa Global Alliance for Improved Nutrition ambalo linaitwa GAIN kwa kifupi, na tunahusika na mambo ya lishe bora hapa nchini mwetu Kenya, tukifanya kazi pamoja na serikali yetu kuu, pamoja na serikali zetu za kaunti, pamoja na wale wanabiashara ambao tunawaita the private sector, na pia tunafanya kazi na wanajamii ambao tunawaita community. Kwa sasa tuko hapa Nyandarua County na tumekuwa na mafunzo ama washa ya wanahabari kama 10 hivi ambao wanatoka kwa nyumba tofauti tofauti ambazo zinahusika na mambo ya kupasha wananchi habari. Pia tuko na wale maafisa wetu ambao wanatoka county ambao wanahusika na mambo ya mawasiliano kutoka kwa idara ya mawasiliano. Na sababu letu kuu kufanya hiki kikao ni kwamba tumetambua kwamba wanahabari wengi hawajapata kuelewa kuhusu mambo ya lishe bora ama mambo ya ile utapiamlo, maana tunaona kwamba utapiamlo imekuwa ni shida kubwa katika nchi yetu ya Kenya na haswa hata katika hii kaunti yetu ya Nyandarua. Tunajua kwamba Nyandarua inajulikana kwamba sisi tunakuza chakula kwa wingi, ingawaje pande ile nyingine pia tukiangalia mambo ya utapiamlo kama ile tunaita standing, hii kaunti yetu ilikuwa na standing rate ya 18% ambao ni ile tu kiwango ambao pia ilikuwekwa kwa ile national standing rate. Kwa hivyo ndio sababu tukaita wanahabari pamoja ili tuweze kujumuika na kuwafunza kuhusu mambo ya utapiamlo na mambo ya lishe bora, maana tunatambua kwamba wanahabari wako na jukumu la kuweza kuelimisha wananchi wetu ili waweze kukula chakula bora kwa sababu ya afya. Maana ikiwa hatutazingatia mambo ya kile ambacho tunakula, tutatumia gharama mingi kuweza kutibu magonjwa ambayo yanahusika na mambo ya utapiamlo na kutokula lishe bora. Asante sana.
Thegio makiria gatagati-ini ka andiki a mohoro ona ningi no kuri na andu ahuri a biacara kuma guku ihi tukorwo tukinyitana na ukorwo gitutariria ni maundu mariku wathoma na ihi ukumarutithia wira na njira iriku gutigirira ati aikari a guku Nyandarua ni magikorwo magiikarite maundu mao ni mega?
Marita makwa ni Veronica Kimutho kuma guku Nyandarua na tugukite guthoma horo wa biashara, gwika biashara njega ya irio tondu ntonete ciana nyingi kana andu aingi ni marakona mathina kwina irio bati andu ni malnourished tondu matirahota kuriria irio njega tondu cingi ni kwendia mendagia makaga kuria. Riu ni ta business people tukona opportunity ya guthondeka irio njega iria cina nutritional value. Taithio tugathondeka probiotic yogurt iria guteithia andu kugĩa na health njega nigetha mahote gukura wega. Indo icio iria tunacio tukahota gucika value addition tugakuria wega nigetha na tugathondeka biashara, but to just biashara but biashara ina nutritional value nigetha tuhote andu matige kurwara marute wira me healthy. Na tani de CHP na nithiete micii ngona mathina maria mekuo kwina malnourished na stunting growth na riu kuma hinda twambirie guthomithio ni andu a SBN gain ciana ni improvete na riu ni tumite 29% ya stunting growth tugathi 18% ko no try improve na no tukiuria andu angi majoin SBN magatiga kuruta biashara just because of kuruta biashara but ni kuruta biashara njega ina nutritional value nigetha andu itu matithike.
Mwiroreri wa Kameme TV wagithikiriria ndeto yo na njira igwete ngwihoko na no wagikorwo gitaririo kana ugithoma kaundu kegie uhoro wa mirire miega nigetha gutigirira ati ugima witu wa mwiri ni wagikorwo kigacirira na njira iria yagereire. Njokie mwaro kuri mwena wa studio kuma guku Olkalau county ni ya Nyandarua handu-ini ya Kameme TV ni njitagwo Francis Mwangi wa wira kuri mwena wa studio.
Ngatho Mwangi wa wira kuma kuria kaunti-ini ya Nyandarua andu metikire kuria mirire miega no makiria muno mweri-ini wa Dithemba andu ni mariaga kuigana. Kamiti ya Senate igi ugima wa mwiri ni cemanitie na ruhonge rwa kurugwamirira motungata ma urigitani rwa NHIF arugamiriri aimwe cia thibitari na iria ciahingirwo kurumirira mateta gukorwo cikiungumia kigina kia ruhonge ruru kanjo ya kuheana motungata ma urigitani KMPDC oro undu umwe na kiama gia thibitari cia andu kiumbe nio macemanitie na kamiti ya Senate niguo guthurima mateta megie wici wa kigina kia muingi kuhitukira NHIF na gikaro giki ni hingo kirathie na mbere nenda gutwara imwe kwa imwe tobe tuthikiririe maria marahanika.
Admission chair, they talked about the discrepancies between dates of admission and discharge in the various facilities. And I have a very straight question to our good friends. Assume there is a fatal accident or an emergency on Friday evening. A patient is admitted, medical care should be given, and the systems, your systems, will only be activated on Monday. How can these medical practitioners be able to account for the services they have rendered when your systems cannot be logged in? And in your investigations, if you say there are discrepancies based on dates, but in your research and investigations, services were rendered, patients got healed and they are home, how can you sustain a suspension of such facilities? Thank you.
Chair, the final one in less than a minute. Also a general observation, because I read a lot of collusion here. Is NHIF punishing the facilities because of not complying? And I know you understand what that means in Kenyan language.
Senator Essie, I don't see any foreigner in the house, so I'm sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of collusion. So either NHIF could be punishing these facilities for not giving them whatever they demand for, because I know from the reports we've had even in public domain, you collude a lot with the private facilities.
CEO, and I think you can give us your summarized answers, because I will definitely give you another date. And probably 2 days for your 2 boats.
Honorable Chair, I want to invite my colleague, Dr. Kuhora, because a number of the questions you ask are fairly technical, but I will come in where I have to come in. Dr. Kuhora, please.
Thank you, Chair. On some of the questions raised, I will give a response on the issue of admission and discharge dates, and an example that has been given about system downtime. We usually have an ICT team, and it monitors any instances where we have system downtime and try to correct it as soon as possible. And when we have emergencies, there is a provision for late notifications, and this provider can even do a mail to the branch, go ahead and manage the case, and then log in the request later on within 24 hours. So that is a provision. It is there because we anticipate it's going to be there. The challenge comes in when 80-90% of admissions are related to late notifications, because that tells you that there is likely to be a problem. And that's what my colleague in audit talks about, the threshold. When it gets to that level, then it simulates another discussion on whether these are actually genuine claims. And that's the instance that we are looking at in this particular case. On the issue of upcoding and miscoding, the annex that has been provided, Annex 3, is a case of miscoding more than the upcoding. But if you look at page 6, item number 2 under Afya Bora, that's the classic case of the upcoding.
Now, you know we are looking at different facilities.
Yes.
But on that of Jakim, you say it's an issue of miscoding.
Yes.
So did it warrant suspension?
Now, on I will give you.
You might not answer that one because that is policy. Very important. That we are just dealing on that matter. We shall be dealing with the issue of the threshold for suspension. Whether really that is the level. If that is the level that is passed and is a policy, that's okay. Proceed, Kaura.
Thank you. There was a question about declaration at the point of empanelment. I'll just take you through the process and what gap is there. Before a facility is contracted, there is a process of assessment, and then it's taken to the board to be declared and empaneled amongst the healthcare providers that the fund engages. The provider.
Aya tugukorwo tugikurehera riboti yo na njira ndaya thiini wa mohoro maitu maria mekurumirira. Tuthie na mbere na kamiti ya bunge igie githomo no irathie na mbere na kumurika maumirira ma kigeranio gia KCPE ma mwaka uyu na une kurumirira mateta maria makoretwo makiyumiria makonainie na gutukana kwa maumirira ma amwe a arutwo. Minister wa githomo Ezekiel Machogu, mwandiki mukaru thiini wa ministry ya githomo Belio Kipsang na murugamiriri munene wa kanjo ya igeranio David Jengere mari mbere ya kamiti no na niguo gucokia ciuri iria cikoretwo cikiyu na njira nene. Tuthimwe kwemwe thiini wa gikaro kiu.
On Monday, I think I did come out very clear on this. Honorable Chair, from Honorable Thoroitich Marakwet, I want to state here that we are aware about the tribunal and Honorable Chairperson, I have done a letter because we are supposed to have 5 members in that tribunal. The chairperson is supposed to be nominated by the Judicial Service Commission after a competitive process, which they have now done following the letter I did to them. I have now a name, and also we are supposed to have representatives from among other bodies, the Kenya Primary School Heads Association, the Kenya Secondary Schools, the Primary Association, and then the Kenya Secondary Schools Heads Association, the Technical and Vocational Education Authority, and also 1 representative from NEC. I've done that, and I undertake before this committee that any time now, as I get the names from all those bodies, we will be gazetting the members of the tribunal. I totally agree that we require an oversight body such that such other components can also be handled by this body and not NEC. So we are in the process of doing that, and I promise that very soon we should be able to have members for that particular appointment. Forensic audit, my friend member of Mandera South, yes, I did specifically indicate the terms of reference when I did a letter to the CS ICT, because they are competent in that area. They have experts, and really where we had a problem was not in the entire exam as such. We only had a problem on data transmission, and that's why I want answers on that. He has been able to appoint the team. The team has not been able to complete the work as given in our terms of reference, and immediately the report is out, I will be able to share that particular information with this particular committee honorable chairperson, and also with the Kenyans, so that they can be able to know what really happened. The lessons learned, yes, I can say as CS have run the lessons, because basically you can see as a ministry, as a NEC, everything was right. Here, is somebody we can call an outsider who now was given the contract but did not really conform and do to the required standard. And of course, moving forward, when we release the KCSE examination, it means we will not be able to make use of the same service provider. It means that with technology, I'm already engaging ICT, we see whether we can be able to develop a website that the members of the public can be able to access free of charge without even paying 1 shilling or the 25 shillings. So when we release our KCSE anytime soon, we will either do away with SMS, but we will be able to do
aya tume thiini wa kamiti yo gikaro na nyitite mithiini wa sekta ya githomo ni undu wa maumirira ma kigeranio maria marakoretwo magiukirirwo na njira nene ni undu wa mutukanio wa maumirira. Atwarithia a nduthi kuma Kamahuha mwena wa Maragwa kaunti-ini ya Murang'a na ona aria makoretwo magithomithio mawatho matiganite ma barabara na umuthi niguo megukorwo makiamukira license ciao na ruhonge rwa NTSA ndoreti atwarithia othe a nduthi guku bururi-ini kurumirira mawatho maria magathikitwo. Mwandiki witu wa Boi wa Mwangi no ararumanira na riboti ino wa Boi geithika miarahoko ya umuthi tumenyithie haria mihango iyo ikinyite.
Nidageithika gicimu Kaunti ya Murang'a no thobe na ruhuho niturairie mwaki na tutianangite tukite guku itura ria Kamahuha gicigo bunge kia Maragwa thiini wa kaunti ya Murang'a ni tondu kwana korwo thiini wa bururi mugima to guku Kamahuha kana Murang'a kwana korwo na mitino mingi muno yonekanaga iria icungagiririo ni atwarithia a ngari kana atwarithia a nduthi na uthuthuria ukonania ati aingi a atwarithia a nduthi mamenyeraga kumira bara matari na marua na matoi gutwarithia nduthi icio wega. No mubunge wa Maragwa Mĩrĩ wa Ithera wa Maua akoya undu ucio moko-ini make gukorwo akirehera atwarithia a nduthi guku Kamahuha andu akumathomithia na oho magakiheo marua muthenya wa umuthi. Ndirenda twaranirie nao na ndina umwe wao haha ukoro haha ritwa riaku no twire umuthi twaigua ni muraheo marua na hihi ni moritu mariku mucunganagirira riria mwi barabara kuona aingi ni maumiraga bara matari marua.
Ni hamarito makwa njitagwo Francis Mwangi wa Ndong'o na ndi mutwarithia wa bodaboda na nitukenete muthenya wa umuthi ni undu wa muheshimiwa witu wa Maua guturiha license tondu license ni rihago goro muno ati tukoretwo tungihota kwirihira license koguo ni tucoketie ngatho muno tondu ni tukoretwo twina mathina maingi barabara-ini ni tucemanagia na borithi ni magatuharasi tondu tutire na marua mau na mathina maingi muno tondu ringi ugitwara nduthi ni ucemanagia na mogwati maingi no wina license mundu ni iguaga comfortable tondu na muthigari ndangimuthumbura na ni tuhotete guikara twendete muheshimiwa muno makiria ni undu wa maundu maria mothe atwikagira.
Ni ngatho muno onawe tuheritwa riaku no twire hihi kana ni mukenete ni gukorwo muhetwo marua.
Kwa ritwa riakwa ni Gikuyu Ndong'o wa Maina ni ngenete muthenya wa umuthi ni muheshimiwa witu wa Maua guturehera license ya nduthi tukaigua tukenete muno tugatuhuthiria murigo license kwa ni mbeca no turacokia ngatho kuri muheshimiwa witu wa Maua tuge akinyerero hau ona ni undu wa ngoro ya guteithia tuge akinyerero hau na Ngai uria turaga aturia murathimite ni ngatho.
Haya na tondu mubunge Mĩrĩ wa Ithera eha hareke nake atwaririe turerwo umuthi no warikia gutigirira ati atwarithia nduthi ni magia marua hihi mitino ira turona gecungagiririo niyo ni guthira na uwezo nao kuri na ikundi cia atumia iraheo cheki cia uwezo twaririe.
Thengiũ muno wa Boi nĩ ma muthenya wa umuthi twi thiini wa kambi ya cibu wa Kamahuha na tukite haha nigetha tuheane mbeca cia uwezo ithuothe ni twi rugano rwa mbeca cia uwezo haria ciaimire na nigwenda kuga no njokerie atumia na ikundi cia youth guku ngatho tondu kuri constituency thia ugakora mbeca icio ni ciarutithirio wira utagiriire wa campaign makirwo ti cia gucokio na umuthi umatire mbeca maheana muthenya wa umuthi ni ngwenda kuga ithuĩ ni turaheana milioni 8,500,000 kuri ikundi 70 na icio ni mbeca ciraingira thiini wa matura iria ciguthie grupu-ini either meke table banking uhoro wa gukumbata aria angi twina ohano makoretwo magituhe successful story cia ukorwo ni maigite project cia kureithia ngurwe, aria angi project cia nguku cia matumbi, aria angi nguku cia nyama, aria angi no maigite miatu tondu guku area no ya sub county no kana Maragwa constituency ni kundu kuri urugari, koguo no kwendetwo ni njuki. Koguo no nyende kuga o ndo mwe na aria moyaga mundu agathi kuiga kibanda giake kia mboga kana kia indo iria ingi, no njuge mbeca ici ni ikoretwo irutite wira munene, na koguo ni njui ni megutaithika, na especially ihinda riri turathie ria thiguku ni njui ni mekuhota kuruta biashara njega na nene ni undu wa aria megukorwo makiinuka micini. O ndo mwe tutigite ayuthi na thutha aria makoretwo makioya mbeca cia uwezo, ayuthi aya angi no tukoretwo tugituraini nigetha tumateithiririe ni undu wa kuoya driving licenses. Wambui ihinda riri ni mahinda maritu na makoretwo mari aritu kwi sector no ya nduthi, na uhoro wa kuoya licenses to the level ya smart card, na smart card ugigakinya kumioya ni process iraria kuma 2015 no wone ayuthi aitu ni andu akuhaso na tariu andu na matiragithie muno ni undu wa gugikorwo uturo ni urituhite ne license ikumuteithia nigetha atige gutengerania na thigari, to no mukioi kawaida watungana na muthigari ona agikuhagira nigetha rucio buate na muthenya ucio ungi no wigitiga kanyamu, tondu ici ne ndeto ikiri in the public domain ndigikonde na thina kuga uguo, no gakiona rimwe ni manyitagwo nduthie kanyitwo ikaigwo haria agikahangira ukono ucio mucigo tirare ona rio muhete nduthi na maundu macio maiko makimahinyiria. Koguo no njuge ni muthenya mwega twina gikeno, nikio rona tugemete o nigetha njamba ici cinuke cikanyamu na ngwiciria maundu macio ti moru.
Ni wega muno ndakondaranirie nao na mauga ni marakena. Mwangi wa M-Pesa Njeri kiugo kimwe uyu ni MCA wa Kenda, twaririe na njira nguhi nigetha tuhe Njeri kanya.
Thengio hamwe to mako jitagwo Mwangi wa M-Pesa kana ndagitari Mwangi MCA wa Kenda. Wa mbere ni gucokeria mweshimwa witu ngatho, mweshimwa wa Maua ni undu woguo iyete anyitirire atumia, anyitirire mbeu thi na twiho niguo tunyitire mweshimwa wa Maua niguo hote gutindika Maragwa itore yagirire. Thengio
Njeri.
Nindiracokia ngatho muno ni undu wa muheshimiwa witu MP wa Maua ni undu wa kurehe uhoro uyu wa Uwezo Funds. Ungirora kundu kuingi thiini wa constituency nyingi atumia aingi kana youth, tondu mbeca ici kana kigina giki gioka niguo giteithia youth, giteithia atumia na giteithia andu aria maikaraga mena mawathe abled differently. Koguo tugakena ni undu wa muheshimiwa witu ni guthomithia atumia na magakota gukorwo maki apply, na kigina giki ni gia bata muno wa boy tondu gutikoragwo na interest na kirakorwo na duration ya mieri 6 niguo mundu ahote kuriha. Koguo tugakena muno ni undu wa muheshimiwa witu, na no njete atongoria othe thiini wa bururi wothe makorwo makigeria guthomithia atumia youth na nginya andu aya maikaraga mari na mawathe niguo makahota ku apply kigina giki tondu ni gitire na interest.
Aya mwiroreri wa Kameme TV gwiciria no wathikiriria nginya atwarithia anduthi aria atwaria nao hau kabere makiuga ni mani maragiekaga muno ni undu wa kuaga marua na meranira ati mitino ya barabara ni gukorwo igithira, na ni macokeria mubunge wao ngatho ni undu wa kumanyita guoko na kunyita itemi gutigirira ati ni makugia marua no horo cio ni gukorwo wi wa kugocerwo Ngai. Wakiigwa kamuhu wa ngunyira niguo ngururirie na nguthererie tondu gaka ni kanya kohoro kuma metu ni Ndigimaguru, ritwa riakwa ni Sera Wambui wa Mwangi.
Thangi Wambui, riboti yo kuma kuria kaunti-ini ya Murang'a niwe gukorwo igitutwara thiini wa kahinda ga guikiria ro hanini. Ni ngatho ni undu uria uratwarana hamwe na ithuĩ thiini wa tabarĩra ya Ndurumeni Matuura-ini. Ndugathie kuraihu, ndiracokereria.
Kameme TV.
Nina furaha na shukrani kuwa ulizaliwa, kwamba upendo wako ni wangu, na maisha yetu wawili yamefumwa na kuunganishwa pamoja kama nyuzi za uteo. Na tuombea dua kwa Mwenyezi atupe afya na maisha marefu yenye furaha na baraka tele.
Ili kuset furaha kama sikiza tune yako, dial *811 *619#.
Oya mzito. Wewe. Hebu kam nikuplug. Niko na ile kitu imebamba kila mtu kutoka Maslay Queen wote hadi wazae. Hii kitu ni noma kuruka. Kitu kali itakupeleka dunia ingine. Hii stuff ni kama magic. Ni wewe tu umebaki mse. Hapa utaweza kuexperience EPL yote. Magame haziwezi kupita na pia unaweza pata ma statistics manze. Na bado kuna ma movies, series, soaps, cartoons na document